Yeah, so the red trees are pine. The trees that are green are not pine. And there's lots of green trees there. Well, they're going to go, see these orange ribbons? Those orange ribbons say cut block boundary on them. This is a cut block. They're going to log that this winter. They're going to log everything. There won't be any trees left. These long logs, those are fir trees. So they're leaving some of the fir. That timber that you see growing in the background is fir. They're leaving some of the fir and taking some of the fir. But the fir is perfectly healthy. There's absolutely no reason to be taking any of the fir. All the long logs that you see in these decks are fir trees. And then this little deck right here, that's balsam. That's balsam fir. Also perfectly healthy green trees. Basically, all the logs that you see here, none of them are pine. None. Not one. Now that's mainly because they've already loaded the pine and hauled it away. But the fact of the matter is, there was a lot of other trees here besides pine trees. They should have been left. These are all healthy trees that would still be alive in 10 or 15 years when the pine's all gone. But because they've cut them down now, they're not going to be here in 10 or 15 years. It's not just an economic argument for selective logging. It's the impact on all the creatures that are dependent on forests, for one thing. I mean, you know, what happens to all the little forest critters that don't have a forest anymore? It's pretty hard for a squirrel to make it in an area like this. The level of activity that's going on in clear-cut logging right now is not going to be good for the economy. It's not going to be good for the ecology. It's not going to be good for anything. It's going to be good for the short-term bottom line of a few very large corporations, which will then take the money and reinvest it somewhere else. And I don't see where, aside from the shareholders of those corporations, there's a lot of benefiting.